Hey guys, Vazzy back here, and in today's video, we are going to be simulating the 2024 NHL All-Star Game here in NHL 24. I have recently gone through and created all these teams. They will be in Update 7 of my NHL 24 custom roster, but now that the draft is concluded and we actually have rosters, all the players have been assigned to the correct teams, so we can do a simulation. Before we get into it, I do just want to say, since the teams are smaller than the allowable size limit, since there's only 11 players a team, I did have to throw in some ECHL guys just as filler, so if you see them coming up during the video or in the roster that you download tomorrow, that is the reason. But with that being said, let's get into the simulation. Alright, so I also did decide to do it by the two West captains versus the two East captains to start things off. So we have Team McKinnon and Team McDavid. It is 2-0 Team McKinnon after 1, Crosby and Kaprizov. After 2, it is tied at 2, Hurdle and Draisaitl tie it up as we head toward the third period here. As Tom Wilson, he gets one past Connor Hellebuck to restore the lead for Team McKinnon. David Pastrnak answers right back, ties the game, putting it past fellow Bruin Jeremy Swayman. Shots, McKinnon is slightly outshooting here by about 10. 2 minutes left, and Oliver Bjorkstrand, the last player technically, I guess, to open his envelope here tonight, gets the game winner for his team. So there is game number 1. They will move on to the finals. Up next, we have Team Hughes versus Team Matthews. Let's see what happens. After 1-0 Team Matthews here. So he puts one past Demko, and Clayton Keller does tie it up. Kucherov opens up the scoring here early on in the third, followed by Matthew Barzal shorthanded. Quinn Hughes comes back on the power play as Kucherov ties it up. Got a ton of goals here in the third all of a sudden, as we have a 3-3 hockey game here midway through the third. Team Matthews here is out shooting Team Hughes by about 10. 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left, and Matthew Barzal with the last minute dagger, and Alex DeBrincat does add an empty netter here. So it looks like in the final we are going to be having Team Matthews versus Team McKinnon. And yes, it is. It's funny, Team Matthews obviously being in Toronto does make it to the finals. Love to see it. First period here, Team Matthews goes up 2-0. Matthew Barzal has been scoring goals like crazy. Riley McKinnon and one of the ECHL guys scores. It is 4-1 for Team Matthews here. Let's see if Team McDavid can come back. Down by 3 here in the third. They are being outshot as well. About 10 minutes left. McDavid, Draisaitl, they're going to have to start pulling it out here if they want to come back. Kaprizov does get one back. Lindholm gets another. Going to have to jump into this here. See the celebration and all that stuff, and kind of just see what happens with the last couple minutes of the game here. And there's a first look at the jerseys. So jumping in here, I did make myself the coach just so we can pass around the cup, but Team Matthews did hold out to win there. I believe it was 4-2, 4-3, whatever it was. They do win it in Toronto. You have obviously all the fan favorites, Riley, Matthews, Marner, Nylander, all on the same team. I loved in the draft, they kept them all together. That was a good moment for sure to see. But Team Matthews will hold out here to win the, I guess, Stanley Cup or the All-Star game here in the simulation. Conn Smythe goes to Matthew Barzal, so technically the All-Star MVP. Scoring goals like absolutely crazy. Put up 4 there. I think that was definitely the most of anyone here in this fake All-Star game. Here comes the Stanley Cup. I want to say I still have Matthews assigned to the captain. I'm not actually 100% sure. If it's based by overall, he should be getting the cup here, but I guess we'll see in a couple minutes. And yeah, I do believe that is. Yeah, 34. Matthews coming to collect the cup here from the fake Gary Bettman. I'm really hoping we can pass it off to Riley, with him being technically his co-captain. Not sure if that'll be an option here. Any of the other Leafs, definitely Nylander. Let's see here. So no Riley, no Marner, unfortunately. So we'll hand it off to Nylander here. His guy obviously just signed a big extension. give him the cup here first in Toronto. Let's see, who are we gonna back to next? I say we probably go with the MVP, give it to Barzal, scoring a ton of huge clutch goals for us. Give him his moment to celebrate. Does the spinorama, and I'm thinking we probably go Keller next. Matthews' buddy, obviously, from the Arizona Coyotes, and Matthews obviously growing up in Arizona, so let's give the cup here to Clayton Keller. And I do believe he is the last one we can assign it to. He's doing his lap. And yeah, he'll be the last one. There's Willie, there's Matthews. It is cool seeing them all together in these jerseys, I gotta say. And here is the big Stanley Cup All-Star Game pick. But there you go, guys. I guess EA does think Team Matthews does have the advantage here. We get the pop-up that we did win the cup. Let's take a look at the point leaders here before we close out the video. So looking at the whole league, Matthew Barzal, Cale Makar, Kirill Kaprizov, all leading their way in scoring here. Lindholm, the newest Canuck, obviously. Makar, 5 assists, leads the way, and Barzal, with his 4 goals, leads the way in that category. Goalies, Shesterkin 2-0, Swayman 1-1, and Hellebuck and Demko both 0-1 on the tournament. But I do think overall that is going to do it for this quick NHL All-Star Game simulation here in NHL 24. Just a fun little video, and just remember these teams will be available Friday, February 2nd if you want to download this on the next gen Xbox. But until then, I will see you all in the next video.